Hi, this is Sherry Veronica. In this one, they didn't call his name because it's a family member, and people are going to do 1 + 1 and come up with 5, so they didn't call his name because they didn't want to expose the child, who is 10 years now, to ridicule. So when she was 5, he, as her uncle, SA her. It was a violation. There was a violation. Indecently assaulted. It was a violation. And it was his sister's child. And no one in this world or the next can tell me that they didn't know who he was, who he is, his proclivities, didn't catch him doing what he does, didn't know that he did to someone else in the neighborhood or someone around the corner, didn't hear whispers. No one. He probably even tried it with her, his own sister. No one in this world or the next can tell me that they did not know that this cognitively slow uncle, no matter how cognitively slow they are, they still want some. They still want to do it, okay? Still want some. So he's 31 years old now, okay? So you're going to tell me that when he was going through puberty, that you didn't know what he was capable of? You're going to try to tell me that you didn't hear me telling you that there's one in every house, the corner of the house, back of the house, underneath the cellar of the house, on the street, next door and the next door neighbor, at your job, wherever you go on the bus, if you're taking someone for a ride, next to you, in the passenger section, they're all over. They're in the church, all over. They're all over the place, and they're talking about diagnosing him. Diagnosing him? What do you mean diagnosing him? He was diagnosed as being a P? I mean, you just have to do it, and you're that. You just have to do it once, and you're that. But you don't have to even go to all of this rigmarole. It's all over. It's all over the place in Barbados. All around you. Okay? Even the ones that you elect, the ones you don't elect, the ones that come up to the plate to be elected. All. You have it among you. Okay? So when the sister is saying, they're saying now that he gets along very well with his family, except for the sister, because of what he did to the sister's daughter. Well, she knew, and you should know. You cannot close your eyes or leave your girl child around no male. Not in Barbados. You should know that. You don't know that? You have not caught clue of that yet? You cannot do things like that. And even the ones that wipe their mouth clean, that's all they do. They got a clean mouth. Just wipe clean. Don't mean that they don't have those deep, dark things within them that they're doing. And whether you see or don't see, you should know it's happening. You should know it's happening. You should know that if it doesn't happen, you're lucky. If it doesn't happen, you're lucky. Okay? And how often are you going to assign luck on the foreheads of your children? Okay, wait. You're going to your uncle's house. Here, take this. Bam, and you're in the sanctuary. That's some luck. There's some luck. Who does that? Who assigns or affixes luck to their children and send them off? You don't do that shit. You don't do that. Okay? So the daughter, mother, the guy's sister, she knew. Okay, don't let her mama guile you. She knew what her brother was like. He's 31 years old and she grew up with him. She knew he had to have gone through puberty. They have to open up the door and see him in some kind of situation. He closed, when you close the door and pretend you didn't see what you just saw. They knew. Okay, so she's at fault. Who's the mother? I don't need to know her. I'm just saying that. But the mother is to blame. The mother, this guy's sister is to blame for what happened to the young child. She's to blame, okay? He is not all the way there. That's what they're saying. So if he's not all the way there, the sister should have been doubly aware and not have her young child around him, okay? Don't have your children, okay? Let me put it this way, because you guys don't seem to understand English, Let me put it this way. Anyone who is kind of out there, anyone who is kind of like diagnosed with something out there, anyone who has to be taking pills for something that they're being diagnosed and they're kind of out there, anyone who's acting strange and, you know, although they're functioning and you think that they're got it all together, but there's, you know, that there's a strangeness about them, anyone, you should stay away from. And if you stay away from those people, you should also have your kids stay away from those people, no matter if it's family, no matter who it is. Sometimes you have to create your family. When you're born, sometimes you cannot help the family you're born into. So sometimes you have to step out of that realm and create your own family, create your own life setting. And you as an adult should not be trusting anyone with a 5-year-old, no matter what the set of circumstances are. You should never trust a child with anyone. Always keep your eye on your children. Always keep your eye on your children. And you have to trust the father. You know, you may not even want to, but you kind of sort of have to, because you did go with him and he did help with that child being born. So sometimes you cannot even trust your child with their own father. So what do? You make sure there's surveillance and make sure you're checking in and make sure when your child comes back home, you ask the child questions. And you do it, you know, discreetly, and you check for things. You watch for if the child is like to themselves or kind of shy and kind of sad and not want to be touched and not eating as well and pulling away. You have to watch everything once your child has been out of your gaze and they come back. You have to make sure that they're acting normal when they get back to you. There's so much to raising a child. There's so much energy in raising a child. You cannot haphazardly have a child and then stamp good luck on its forehead when it's away from you. You can't do it. And if you do, this is what's going to happen. Your courts are filled with these kind of cases. Your courts are filled with these kinds of cases. SA, violation of people, and thieves. And the SA is a thief because they stole your innocence. They steal your innocence. They steal they just steal so much from you when you have been violated. That is like the greatest theft you can ever do to a human being, is to violate them. It's all thieves. All thieves. You know, it's just a bad scene. It's a bad scene, okay? So he is, you know, jail, and I think I don't know if he's been sentenced. I think he has to probably come up to be sentenced. He's before Pamela Beckles. Don't know what's gonna happen when you're before her. Does she follow the law? Does she make it up? I don't know what she does, but and she should not be on the seat. Okay, she should not even be a judge. Pamela Beckles should not even be a judge, but she is. So he is before her, and you have to wait to see, you know, what's gonna happen, all the discounts and all the whatever. You have to wait to see how much time he's gonna get behind bars there at your hotel there in St. Philip. But you should never, ever trust any male with a young child in Barbados. Never. This is Sherry Veronica.